So welcome back to Basin Motorsports. It's been a couple weeks since I've put any videos out, and the question of the day is, do you believe in karma? So if you notice behind, let's see, about 3 weeks ago, I told you that we had got the Avalanche here, and we're going to start the wrap on that. We literally just finished it up and finished vacuuming it out. My mother-in-law is on her way to pick it up, probably be here in the next 10 or 15 minutes, so got to get some video quick of how it turned out before she takes it. And get some oil change, get some gas in it, and in the morning, they are headed to Arizona for the winter. So the reason I ask if you believe in karma, 3 weeks ago, I thought this was going to be an easy gimme. We were just going to knock it out and be done. I had mentioned we had 18 days to get this wrap done, and I think today is about day 22 of the 18-day wrap. Now, my in-laws actually delayed out. They were ready to go to their vacation for the winter, so we had to keep the truck a few extra days. Today is Thursday. I thought we'd finish this by Sunday. Now, being that this is a gimme, you know that it was not going to be a gimme, and it had a lot of trouble. Here's some of the things that we had trouble with. So if you notice it's got window visors on it, I thought we were just going to pop these off real quick. We'd wrap it and go around it, because I didn't really want to wrap around it. So this visor here, if you notice how shiny and new it is because it broke in about 5 pieces when I tried to take it off. So we ended up buying a new set for my mother-in-law's truck and replacing the wipers for the window visors here, and then we wrapped around them, which was a complete pain in the butt to be able to have to go around 4 window visors on the top of the doors. Another thing I thought was going to come off the truck real easy was these moldings. I thought they popped off. Nope, they're glued on, and if you take them off, you'll probably never get them back in the same place again. So we ended up wrapping around those, trimming real nice and clean, and making it fit. But boy, was it a pain in the butt. You notice the fender flares on the truck? Again, I thought they'd pop off. Nope, they're glued on. So we ended up having to wrap around this. Now, I had to do this fender twice to actually fixed the cuts on it. The first one I goofed up, overcut it. It came up short, peeled it off, put another one on. I still nicked it in a little spot. So thankfully my mother-in-law is okay with it. She's not going to say, please replace it. So it's good to go, but who knows. Same with the front door. The visor, well, it caused a lot of problem. I made a boo-boo. Had to start over again, so peel it all off and do it again. So we ended up using about 70 linear feet of the roll of 75, maybe the high 60s. And that was because I had a lot of mistakes on this truck trying to figure out how to make this work. Now, I don't want to make it sound like it's all doom and gloom on this truck. I think it came out pretty freaking awesome. But some of the things that we had to learn how to do was to be able to how to channel all the air around the Chevrolet. This is a raised emboss in the vehicle itself, and we got it done. It took me 2 tries, 1 piece of vinyl though. I just had to peel it up. Had some extra dirt around some of the letters that I didn't get done when I clay barred. So, channeled it all out, came out nice. And if you notice, all the plastic is back to like a dark gray. My wife spent a bottle plus on the back to black from Mother's Polish. Throw a link down in the description for some if you need some. But she spent a lot of time on this, and I don't know how many. I think upwards of like 5 to 7 coats of that stuff to really soak it in the plastic to get it black to gray. But all this stuff is like a dark grayish black smoke, whatever color, and it looks fantastic. She did a great job doing that. And the benefit of doing all this stuff, she watched me lay vinyl for the first week, and when I was running into problems, she was able to jump in and actually kind of get around some of the stuff. She's got really good hands and craftsmanship from some of the fine cuts and everything else I was struggling with. So having her kind of jump in and help out was a huge help to be able to do all of this. So now I've got somebody kind of like a partner, and she's already said if I need help in the future, she'll help wrap the big pieces, she'll do the fine cuts. So she is a complement to the stuff that I am struggling with my hands. Sometimes I'm not a great craftsman. She's got the fine detail we need to really make it go well. So now, while all this has been going on, the 22 18-day wrap of the Avalanche, you had Thanksgiving in there, which took at least a day. You notice I sound kind of congested. I am on about day 5 of a cold. Finally think I'm about over it, but We have not been sleeping a lot because we've been putting a lot of time in the shop late at night, so we haven't been getting enough sleep. So my wife and I are still fighting through a cold. She was gone 2 days to a rabbit show, and on the way back from that, she lost the alternator, or the alternator died in her Suburban, about 3 hours from here, the house. So that took a day where I had to go get an alternator, come back, get the trailer, because we didn't know if it was going to be the right one, if it was going to fix. Got up there, only took me 15 minutes to change the alternator in her Suburban, and then we just came right back home. But that pretty much killed a day also of not being able to work on it. Now, if you notice, the front tire on my Suburban is about on the ground. I don't know, I must have picked up a nail, I've done something, I've got a leak. I'll tell you that. It takes about a week to get to this point, but that's something I'm going to have to go get fixed, get this aired up. Once the truck's out of the shop, I'll get this put over by the shop. I will then air it up, and I'll get this fixed. But it's just one of those little things to make you go, oh, really? Yeah, really. So, with all that done, our home computer died. So that's the reason part I haven't put up any videos. I actually had some stuff recorded for both of our channels, and my wife did some recordings, and the computer died. So I have no editing software, so I'll get this up in the future, but I don't know when that's going to be yet, but I promise it's coming. So once the Avalanche leaves, we will get the wide body put back in that bay, and I will get the Gray Lady pushed up in the shop. So that'll be 2 cars in the shop for the winter. We're probably going to get the El Camino going for the winter. My brother-in-law and I are kind of thinking about a plan to be able to put that together, get it fired before my father-in-law gets back from Arizona. And, well, I will say it's not all doom and gloom, but karma taught me to not count my chickens before they're hatched, not to count my vinyl done before it's laid, and I'm going to be Mustang poor again, thankfully. Get these 2 going, get wide body finished up, get all the interior back in, and get the 86 going. Now, of course, I've left it alone, and the fuel injection on it, I think either the pump is clogged or the filter is clogged. Doesn't run anymore. I think I've just stirred up all the junk that's been in the tank for however long. And so now it's going to be a bear to get it back and then get it rolled up in there. But once it's in, I'll put it on jack stands. We'll get it changed over, change the filter, the pump, all that kind of fun stuff, and get it back running, and then start cleaning it up for the wrap and everything else. So, the question is, do you really believe in karma? I have, and boy, I still do. So that's it, guys. Kind of we're up to. Once my mother-in-law gets the truck out, or I'll get it out while it's not too much of rain, I'll get some shots of it just to kind of show you the color flow and how it really turned out. It did really turn out really good. I'm really excited for it. She came and looked at it yesterday just to make sure there was nothing else she wanted fixed before she took it. We finished the roof last night and one of the bottom pieces under the doors. Got it all clean, sealed, everything else. I'll show her how to kind of take care of it and everything else. And then she's going to take it, and we probably going to take a nap today and take the weekend off, most likely, just to work around the farm. And I'll get back to doing car stuff next week, getting back to the Mustang stuff. So that's it. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. If you've seen any stuff on Instagram, if you have any questions on the truck itself or any of the products we use, check the description. I'll make sure I have stuff down in there for the things we've used on it, to get the plastic back, to get vinyl laid down or anything else. As always, thanks for your time. Thanks for subscribing, viewing, watching. And we'll see you next time.